Okay, now let's pull for the center of this connection. Because this is literally like the transformation stuff. Not the I'm stopping at the star on the bottom. That's what I'm saying. It's like you guys in some way are giving each other hope. Gave each other hope, like whether you're talking or you're not. Yeah, and this was some kind of something within your foundation. It's like you guys saw each other in a way that you've never been seen by somebody else. And that I feel like was so healing to your personal foundation. But it's like you, I feel like, had already seen yourself, but had never been seen by somebody else before in the way that you wanted. So I feel like, because like that's what I said. It's like this person saw you while you were in a dark night of the soul, and they still showed you affection, like they still showed love, and I feel like that for you, receiving that in such a dark time in your life was probably really special, if especially if you've been emotionally invalidated. And it feels like you saw this person too in a way that they didn't see themselves. Are you serious? Are you fucking serious right now? The Wheel of Fortune, to clarify, the alchemy philosopher, infinity, destiny, magic, like this was meant to happen. You guys were meant to meet each other. Holy shit! Like, okay, so this totally could have been some kind of past life. Honestly. What? That was so cute. Okay, yeah. Oh my god. Okay, this is crazy. So, Eight of Cups reversed, Nine of Wands, Six of Wands reversed with Five of Swords. So what this is telling me is that what you guys were meant to meet each other is because you were mirroring to each other some kind of situation that you're in your life that you were like, that was emotionally unfulfilling you. And for this person, I feel like it was you, the happiness that you had still while being in this dark night of the soul, in this emotional state, showed them hope, and it gave them a feeling that they could recognize that it's like it gave them so much love that they could recognize that where they were at didn't give them that same amount of love that you gave them. You gave them an emotional compass that their life situation didn't give them. So I feel like that kind of shook up their world of like, oh my God, well, I don't really like where I'm at. Like, what do I do with that? So then again, that kind of brought them awareness of like, oh my God, well, I can't give you what I want. Like, I don't feel like I can be me. So, but for you, I feel like this person was like, what you were learning was, because there's definitely some kind of false ego here. So, one second. Yeah, and for you, it was some kind of like authenticity. Like this person seeing you in such a dark place, you were able to be authentic and be confident in being authentic. Like maybe this person allowed you to feel comfortable to ask for what you needed, to set boundaries, like to use your voice in the way that you never felt comfortable before. Okay, honestly, this feels like you have dealt with masculines in the past that like were really controlling and like domineering, and maybe even like were like overly sexual or like womanizer, like kind of that kind of energy. But it feels like you are honestly like recovering from a heartbreak, from some kind of tower moment, of some kind of situation that drained you, some kind of situation that wasn't equal, that wasn't like fair. And it feels like you're moving into a clear state of mind concerning that. But I feel like this meeting this person helped you conceal and like close out this chapter to validate your ego that there are people that exist that are going to treat you the way that you treated yourself after this tower moment happened. Because it was something that this tower moment showed you about yourself that mirrored to you a part of yourself that you were rejecting. So it feels like you were able to finally give that to yourself through this heartbreak, to hold that compassion for yourself. And then you kind of attracted this person into your life through that. For this person, Ace of Pentacles immediately. Yeah, they're coming out as the Taurus here. Okay, so this person, this is interesting, honestly. I kind of feel like, one second. Okay, honestly, the energy that this is giving me right now is like, this kind of feels like this person, like Loki sees you as a prize. Like they see you as like an opportunity. Like they see you as a prize. You're literally with the Ace of Pentacles. I feel like this person sees you as a manifestation. Like you are like what they've always wanted. But this is falling out of the commitment issues. So that's why I feel like this person, that scares them. I feel like this person feels like they're not good enough for you. And that scares them because there's an energy here of still like looking into the future, like looking at commitment, literally like higher learning, looking at commitment, because you made this person think about that, but I feel like that's maybe what made them run away. Like, I don't know if you guys aren't talking right now, like maybe this person ghosted you, but there is an energy here of them like not really knowing what decision to make or who to choose because there is a disconnect to their authentic self because they are pushing down some emotions here. So this could even be concerned for their life situation. Like I feel like they're certain about how they feel about you, but maybe it's like reflecting aspects of them holding down their emotions are reflected in their life situation. So they don't feel like they can be themselves where they are in their life situation, and I feel like they think you deserve that. So maybe this person like again, they just don't feel like they can give you what you deserve right now within their life situation. So I feel like they're working on that, like clearing up chaos. Okay, this is a connection read, so take it if it resonates. It feels like you and this person, like when you guys met each other, you were definitely putting to each other's lives to transform some aspect about each other. So this person feels like they are very focused on their physical reality, but it feels like they're very like respectable, very kind, but and honestly very grounded. Feels like very grounded energy, but it does feel like they have a lot of repressed emotions, and because of that there are fears of commitment because I feel like you are honestly the complete opposite. Like you are in an energy here of really just like a free spirit of like really wanting to learn lessons, and I feel like you've maybe overcome or been healing through learning some kind of lesson of like that put you in a dark night of the soul. Like it could have been learning a really difficult lesson through something really difficult, but immediately it just feels like you're overcoming this, like you are learning the lesson and you're learning to go with the flow in life and kind of be okay with learning lessons that concern heartbreak. And it feels like ultimately this is making you a lot stronger, but it feels like what you guys are able to give each other is so crazy because it feels like you see this person and you give them like validation and vulnerability, which is something that they avoid. But because they're so grounded, they have awareness over the fact that it feels so comforting. So they can be aware that you make them feel safe to be vulnerable, which makes them want to be vulnerable, but it also brings up that fear. So, but with this person, I feel like they see you. Maybe this person sees you in a way that you've never been seen before. Because you being in this dark night of the soul, this sad place, it could be that maybe you don't feel worthy of love if you're like really depressed or you're really sad. And I feel like that this person saw you in that state and they saw, and it just kind of, I feel like gave you some kind of confidence to transform maybe a wound of nobody ever being able to see through your emotions instead of like seeing you as your emotions. So let's get into the tarot here. Yeah, okay, so this immediately feels like you're coming out as like a pretty guarded energy, honestly. So I feel like it was maybe it was a shock, or maybe it was like when you met this person, like they really the safety that they brought you was shocking. Maybe it was even scary. But there's definitely a sense here of I feel like you like being afraid to be vulnerable because of some kind of toxic masculine in the past.